Hi everyone, and welcome today to my video and presentation of this Toyota Avalon. My name is Nathan. Thanks for looking, thanks for joining, thanks for watching, and if you like what I do and you like my presentations and the way I show and present cars to you, please give a like, give a thumbs up, give a comment, subscribe to my channel, whatever you like to do. So today we're going to look at this beautiful low mileage, and look at the sun is glistening now, so you can really see this car in the sun. Let me get my shadow off. There we go. It is classic silver metallic, and just like the name suggests, this color kind of is timeless on almost any car, but particularly on this, much better than if it were gold or beige, because that would date it a little more, I think. Classic silver metallic, gray interior. This is a limited 2010 Toyota Avalon. This is the highest of the trim lines. This is the king of the castle. This has everything you can imagine. This car is literally barking on the heels of a Lexus in all ways. I mean, as we all probably know that are watching this, Toyota and Lexus, same company. Toyota makes Lexus cars, if you do not know. This car is so much like a Lexus in the quality, the quietness when you drive, the touch and feel of the materials on the inside, and all of the features that this has. This being a limited, this has some fantastic features that the lesser XL and XLS trim lines do not have. This car has 107,000 miles, and this is almost a one-owner car. And I like to say almost a one-owner car and kind of stress the almost when something was owned by one person for the majority of the time. So the original owner had this car for the first 13 years and 95,000 miles. I call that an almost one-owner car. So only 107,000 miles total. It has a clean Carfax report. It has clean everything. It has both original keys. It has the original window sticker I'll show you on this video. It has all of the original owner's manuals, WeatherTech floor mats in the front, carpet factory floor mats in the rear. It's just a beautiful car. And at 107,000 miles, this car is barely broken in. And if you do that math, excuse me, let's go around the other side. If you do the math on 107,000 miles, what do you get? You get about literally half of what this car should have. Look how clear and clean the headlights are. The math works out to be about 7,500, 7,600 miles per year. It's half of what an industry average standard would be, right? 15,000. So it is really a low mileage car. I know it's a little more shadowy on this side, but this side's just as clean as the other side. The car is super extra clean. Every single thing works on this car like it should. Look at the dual exhaust. Love the dual exhaust. Everything works like it should. It runs and drives perfectly. And I want to get into the service right away and tell you about everything that's new on it. But I want to also tell you that this car has an impeccable, perfect dealer service history at a Toyota dealership. Every single service record on paper and in the Carfax, all been done on time. Everything documented. There's 30 records of service on the Carfax report. Everything's been done on time. Once again, clean Carfax report, technically 2 owners, but 1 owner for the majority of the time, and just a fantastic service. I will make a separate video of me driving the car to show you guys how nice it runs and drives. Look at the reflection of the electric tower here on the hood. You can see how nice the paint is. I'll make a separate video of me driving it, so take a look for that on my channel. I will drive it, talk about it, tell you what I like or anything I don't like, but I can tell you right now, it drives perfectly. There's nothing that I don't like about it. It's sitting on beautiful Michelin Defender tires. So with that said, let's talk about the new service work right now. So just serviced here, and the front brakes and rotors were replaced. These are brand new. The rear brakes and rotors were replaced. Those are brand new. So brand new brakes all around, okay? Also, new rear strut assemblies in the rear. These cars, Camrys, Avalons, They're kind of known for weak rear struts. These were leaking a little. Original, probably most likely got to be original. So they're brand new. So rear struts replaced, all brakes and rotors all the way around replaced. The right front axle was leaking a little bit of grease, had that replaced. The left side is fine, not leaking, just fine. The right one is the main drive wheel, so it always leaks and goes bad first, typically much earlier than the other side. Also, a new cabin filter. Cabin filter was a little dirty. The tire pressure sensor batteries were weak, so all 4 of them got replaced. All 4 tire pressure sensors are brand new. A alignment was performed and an oil change. So again, brakes and rotors all around brand new. New rear strut assemblies, new right front CV axle, a new cabin filter, 4 new tire pressure sensors, an alignment, and an oil change. These Michelin tires have 6 30-seconds tread. They're not brand new, but they're not worn out, and they've still got life and time left to go. You can see the new brakes right there through the wheels. Look how nice these wheels are, how nice the finish is. Minimal scratches around the edges, but very, very nice overall. And the paint and the body is just as nice as you see it to be here. There is nothing negative for me to tell you about, except one very minor thing, and you can maybe kind of see it here in the sun. There's a very small crease dent right here. I don't know if you can see that right there. It's really minor. There you go. Not an area that's easily gotten to with paintless dent removal, so it is what it is, but you can tell, you can barely see it. You might not have noticed if I didn't point it out. Look how nice and clean this wheel is. You can see the new brakes there. I believe in showing and telling you everything that's good or bad about a car so that you know exactly what it is. Here on the outside, there's a rubber button on the trunk. When you walk up with the key, if it wasn't running, you can open the trunk right there. See the limited badge, better than the rest. This has a proximity key. So let me show you these other wheels, very clean. Proximity key, the sensor, the handle sensor to lock and unlock the car, or this is to lock and then you touch to unlock. So very neat that it has the proximity key. It has directional mirrors. I'll show you those when we go inside here. Here's this wheel. Again, a few little scratches around the edge, but pretty minor. A few little ones down there. All the tires are matching Michelins. They're all even. All of them have the same tread, 6 30-seconds tread. Again, look how clear and clean the headlights are. Car has HID xenon headlights and fog lights. Front bumper has a few little scratches here and there, but it's very, very nice overall. Does have holes from previously having a front license plate, but not required in the state of Ohio anymore. Look how nice and clear and clean that headlight is. Under the hood is spotless. Also, when we go into the hood, I'll probably remember to tell you this, but the battery is only about 3 years old, so it's relatively new as well. So let's dive into the inside here. Another thing I wanted to say, and I'll probably say this again when we go into the hood though, the engine that's in this car, the 3.5 liter 6-cylinder, this is a sizable luxury sedan car that still gets amazing fuel mileage. 28 miles to the gallon on the freeway in this car, 19 in the city, 28 on the highway. This is a nice sized car to be getting almost 30 miles to the gallon, and while doing it with Japanese quality. I mean, these cars are reliable, these cars are long lasting, and these cars require very little maintenance. And with the history on this car and the new things that have just been done, this car shouldn't need anything for a very long time. Truly. If you don't know, this engine, this 3.5 liter V6, is a timing chain, so there's no timing belt or anything like that. But the other thing that I wanted to say about the engine is that this engine is so proven and so widely used amongst the Toyota and Lexus platforms. This engine was used in this very model, this Avalon, from 2005 until 2018. So that's like 13 years that they use the same engine for this car. On top of that, it was used in the RAV4 for 7 or 8 years. The Toyota Camry for a dozen or 10 years. Lexus ES350, Lexus RX350, Toyota Highlander, Toyota Venza, and the Toyota Sienna, which I actually just did a Sienna not too long ago, for 10 years, in the 2006 to 2016 Sienna. I mean, they wouldn't use it amongst all these different cars if it wasn't a fantastic engine, right? So, unbelievable. Listen to how quiet it is. You can't even hear it running. I know I don't stop talking, but I got a lot to say. Very, very clean and nice. Look at the beautiful wood trim. Auto up and down windows on all four. Power locks, memory seat. Love these pockets on cars that do this where they tip out so you can fit more crap in there, more stuff in there. Look how clean the bottoms of the doors are. Very, very nice. The sill plate is beautiful. Avalon. Here's the WeatherTech mats. These do have the hooks, so the factory hooks hook right into them. One here and one over there. These are nice. These are nice mats. They're easy to clean. They're easy to spray off. And they've got these nice high sides for the winter time, but I like rubber mats over carpet mats year round just because they're easy. They're easier to clean. They're easier just to, suck, vacuum them off real quick. So I like them. This has these on the front and the factory carpet ones in the back. I'll show you. Beautiful seats, comfortable seats. I'm sure I'm going to tell you how comfortable this is as we drive it on the driving video, but this leather is nice and soft and smooth. There's the tiniest bit of color wear right here on this wrinkle, just a really small spot and a really small spot right here, but the bolsters are firm and nice. The bottom is nice, little tiny bit of wear right there, but this is still a very, very nice seat. Heated and cooled on both sides. Very nice and wide also. That's what makes a luxury car feel even more luxurious, is a nice thick padded seat that's wide and has a lot of adjustments, right? So speaking of, also this has side airbags in the front and the rear. You've got your normal power here, the lumbar here. This on the driver's side, watch closely. This is only on a limited. I've got it all the way out, so I'm going to roll it in. See it rolling in? See that? So it's an extender. This is very European car-ish. BMWs, Porsches do this. Mercedes, look. See it roll out? You might think, oh, that's not very much. That's not that big a deal. But you know what? When someone's real tall, I'm not super tall. I'm like 6'1", but I find this much more comfortable to have that extra length, because when you're sitting in the seat, it supports the back of your legs just a little bit more, and it just makes, like, especially long distance driving very comfortable. So here's the headliner. It's all perfect and clean and nice. Factory sunroof, one touch. Very, very nice. Let's hop in here. So here's the controls for the heated and cooled seats. I've got the heated seat on the driver's side. I really like these controls. It's probably one of my most favorite, besides, probably is one of my most favorites. It's easy to dial. You might, if you've looked at Lexuses or own a Lexus, these are very much like a Lexus. So again, I'm going to say here in the middle of my video, thank you for watching, and please leave your comments and suggestions. Give a thumbs up, leave a suggestion about if you own an Avalon like this. Share your experience with other viewers. So feel free to say something. Say how much you like or things you don't like about your car. I can't imagine there won't be many things you don't like, but feel free to share. So I like these dials. I mean, just easy to dial what you want. And then, of course, when it's in the middle, it's off, the light turns off, you push it down, and that's it. So, a lot of compartments in this car. Cup holders, nice and big, hold plenty. Push this button, reveal another secret compartment. There's a power outlet down there, some type of holder here for your, I don't know, it's too small for a phone. This is one of the keys. This is the this is the proximity touch sensor key. It has 2 keys. Yes, like I said earlier, 2 keys. Okay, so 2 of those. Armrest is very clean and nice. There's a ton of room in here. This tray for coins and crap. Another power outlet down there. The aux down there. Very aux input. Very, very nice. Okay. Another compartment. This one's just storage. Okay. Beautiful wood and leather shift knob. This is again part of the limited. I forget all the little things that are only limited, but I know the wood on the steering wheel and the shift knob was. The leg extender for the seat was. The xenon lights, I believe. But anyway, you get everything when you get to a limited. Push button start right there. Oh, rain sense wipers is part of the limited. That's right, I'm remembering now. You can see the auto setting right there. So this has rain sensing wipers because it's a limited trim. Easy to use climate control, very user friendly, very easy. And then what do we have here? Oh, you can hide your radio. This has JBL sound system. I think it's 12 speakers. Very nice, sounds great. It does have satellite capability on this particular car. This has not been installed, but you could have an antenna installed and then this would work for satellite. But very easy, very nice. Steering wheel controls that made up with that. It does have Bluetooth phone as well. Of course, I don't have my phone paired right now, but there are phone controls here once you have your phone paired. Audio, and then temperature and climate controls on the steering wheel, which again I think is very nice. I love cars that have this. I love Lincolns that have this. Very, very cool. I think this is very smart. I think every car should have that. So I'm gonna hide that radio away. The screen up top here, it's not terribly exciting, but it always tells you the outside temperature, how much distance to empty, how long you've been on this current trip, your average fuel economy, which of course isn't good right now because we haven't moved, temperature, and then up top it'll show you the radio you're on, and then if a door's open, it'll say which door is open. Okay, so I just open and close the door. Simple, easy clock, which I like. I think every car should have a simple digital clock. I should just design my own car. Dashboard, very clean and nice, no issues there. The wood throughout is beautiful. One more compartment for your sunglasses, classic Toyota sunglass compartment. There's the one-touch sunroof, nice and smooth and perfect. One-touch close. And then of course the sunshade. Home link in the bottom of the mirror, compass in the mirror. There's the beautiful mileage on this car, 107,141. Perfect, perfect. It does have a full tank of fuel. Steering wheel, tilts and telescopes on this car. It's manual, it's not power, you know. That's where they separate the Toyota from the Lexus. You have to manually adjust your steering column on a Toyota, but on a Lexus, it'd have a power button, but you know what? One less thing to break. So manual, telescope, and tilt. Very nice. Automatic headlights, of course. There's the fog lights. Once you switch to auto, it'll turn on the daytime running lights. If you click down here, they will stay off. I had them off because I wanted you to see how clean and clear the headlights were. Rear window sunshade, another limited feature. So if I push this button, boom. If you have kids or old people, they'll probably appreciate that. Push the button again to lower it down. So, yep. There's gas and trunk buttons here. So let's continue on. I think that's everything I wanted to say up here. Oh, another thing I wanted to say that ties into showing you the original window sticker. There's all of the original owner's manuals in that yellow manila pouch. They're all there. And then on the original window sticker here, you can see the fuel mileage information and all of the equipment here. And then the price new, look at that, $36,000. Oh my goodness. But guess what? You can buy it now for about a third of that. What a deal. And you know why that's a deal? Because a new one right now is $50,000, 50 grand. So think about it. It's a quarter of the price of a new one, and it's a third of what this one was when it was new. What a deal. There's the fuel mileage. But the reason I wanted to get this out to show you is look at the crash test ratings. 5 stars, except for the rollover, but whatever, that doesn't happen that often. 5-star crash test ratings all the way. I think that's awesome. I think that's huge. So, and every review that I read about these cars also touted about how the crash test ratings were superior. Very, very impressive. So there's that, just so you can see. All right. So let's continue on, but it just gets better and better. Almost a one owner, the original owner having it for the longest amount of time, low mileage, excellent service history, 5-star crash test ratings, 28 miles to the gallon in a large luxury sedan. I mean, what more do you want? And a price that's hard to beat. It's a gorgeous car for the money. I'm gonna open the trunk. It's a gorgeous car. It's a so much car for the money. I mean, however you want to justify, quantify, whatever, it is. And then it gets better in the back. I opened the trunk, but let's look at the back here. The back seat is absolutely brand new. I don't think it's been sat in hardly at all. You might immediately notice the handle, right? Watch. Boom. The back seats recline. I mean, what? You don't typically get something like that until you spend $100,000 on a Mercedes or more. So how neat. And I'm going to recline this back, and I want you to see. Well, first, here, look. I'm 6'1" tall, and if I sit with this not reclined, I have plenty of leg room. Look at the distance here between my knees and the back of that seat, and I've got this seat back pretty good way. Now, if I reach down here and recline it, I mean, of course, my legs don't move, but I'm like in nap position, just about, okay? And look at the length of the rear door. I mean, look, I can put my arm here and put my head back on the headrest, and so this is fantastic, okay? And then a beautiful armrest, cup holders, pass through to the trunk. Hello, trunk. Okay. And the other thing that's amazing about this back seat, look right there, a flat floor. So truly 3 adults could sit here, because I could sit here in this center position seat with my feet on the floor amongst my brother and sister, my mom and dad, whoever it is. But it's truly not too small for 3 adults to sit here. You might not want 3 adults sitting back here driving all the way from Ohio to Florida, but it's comfortable. Look how nice the backs of the seats are. Again, headliner. I mean, it's a really roomy back seat. And this floor being flat and not having the hump makes it all the better. Beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. The leather back here is so soft and perfect. Now, there's no heated or cooled seats back here, and it doesn't extend back here, but it's still the same beautiful perforated leather. So there's the deck back here. Trunk's popped. There's the side airbags back here. Backs of the seats are perfect. There's the, I forgot to point it out, but the factory carpet mats are back here. It does not have the front carpet mats anymore, but so be it. Door panel, look at the length of that rear door. It's almost like certain European cars come with extended length sometimes in the rear. It almost reminds me of that, like an extended length Audi or BMW or Mercedes. The door jambs are super clean. Everything is clean and nice all the way. Here we are in the trunk that we kind of got a preview of through our little access door. The little door, of course, is you know, to put longer objects through. So that's what that is. There's the big center subwoofer you can see right there. That's what that is. Trunk is spotless. It has the trunk mat. Little compartment over here, the spare tire, and the tools and all the stuff is down here, but it's all bolted in, so I can't really show it to you. But it's all clean and nice down here. You can see that's the factory seam sealer, but the tire is right down through there. Here's the jack. You can see how clean it is in here. So all the cardboard, this hard cardboard is nice and clean back here in the trunk. I mean, it's just as clean as it looks. So bottom is perfect, of course, or inside bottom of the trunk. So there's that. 5-star crash test rating, 2 keys, 107,000 miles, one owner, or almost a one owner, 28 miles to the gallon. I mean, it's remarkable. This is just as nice. Of course, these little symbols are for the ISOFIX anchors, you know, for the child seats. So if you have kids that are going to ruin this back seat, I feel bad for this car. But there it does have the ISOFIX anchors if you have children. Look at the seat, and it reclines on both sides, of course. There's the handle for this side. It's fully reclined right now, but doesn't that just look, let me get the shadow off of there. Doesn't that just look comfortable? Look at that. It's long and deep, and it was reclined. I mean, I say get me a chauffeur and let's go. Clean, clean all the way. Take a look at my driving video as well, please. There's nothing negative to say about the way this car runs or drives. Everything works on the car, like I've said more than once. But if you like to watch me drive it and get my opinions and my feedback, I don't script or rehearse anything, you know, I really, really don't. I make some notes, but I don't really rehearse what I'm going to say or what I'm thinking or what I'm feeling. I just say it as I go, just like I'm doing right here. So same thing I do with the driving. With the driving video, this passenger seat, I don't think anybody's hardly been in any of these passenger seats, because this seat is absolutely perfect. I mean, you can see, I don't think the driver's seat has excessive wear by any means, but you can see the difference. This looks like it's hardly been sat in. That has a couple of wrinkles and creases because it has been sat in, because we all know you can't drive a car without sitting in the driver's seat, right? I love the wood on the steering wheel. I'm sure I'm going to comment about that when I drive it, because the feel of a wood steering wheel is just fantastic. This is power, but it does not have the extender on this side, so your passenger gets to suffer without that. Here's the other WeatherTech mat for the front, in excellent shape. I showed you the books and the window sticker in the glove box. Again, this car has 2 keys. Door panel here, very, very nice. Tip out pocket, sill plate, beautiful. Bottom of the door. Excuse me. All right, we should probably look under the hood, right? So let's look under the hood. Gorgeous. Now the sun's a little bit higher, so not just blasting on the side of the car, you can really see that silver metallic paint. Classic silver metallic. It is classic and iconic, no doubt about it. Oh, I forgot to, let me show, I just thought about it. So when the left turn signal is on, there's that one blinking. I forgot to show you that when we were in here. And there's the right side, you can see that one, maybe. Yeah, right there, blink, 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 blink. So kind of nice, kind of neat, you know, tells people you're coming over, watch out now. The hood, of course, has the dual gas charge lift supports, which make it easy. You don't have to deal with a prop rod. There's the battery I mentioned. I forgot to mention when I was talking about the new parts on the car. This is not brand new, but there is a receipt in the history for this that it's just about 3 years old, so it's not terribly old, so it should be good for at least maybe 3 more years, so about half-life. Very, very clean and nice under here. I'll just show you everything. This is the super secret engine code 2GRFE. That's the super secret Toyota engine code for this 3.5 liter V6. And again, do your own research, do your own looking. But this engine, as I mentioned earlier on, used in Camry, Avalon, Sienna, Venza, Lexus ES350, Lexus RX350, Toyota Highlander. So many models that use this engine. I mean, clearly a proven engine. Look how clean and nice. All of the seals, all of the metal, all of the nuts and bolts, everything is just remarkably nice. Look how clean the hood latch is. The heat shield. Look how clean the brake fluid is. You can't even hardly see it because it's all brand new after that brand new brake job. And look how clean and nice the bottom of the hood is, just like the rest of the car. It's spotless. But I mean, look, there's no rust, there's no damage, there's no marks. Look at the chrome. You can see the reflection of my shoes in the chrome right there. I mean, beautiful. I mean, you could eat off the bottom. Look at this. You could eat off the bottom of the hood. No rust. It's not like an American car where it always rusts right here. Just nice all the way. That hood pad is perfect on the bottom. All right, now I'm just going to hover here and let you listen to this engine run at idle. You know what a Toyota engine is like? It's like a good watch. It just keeps ticking and ticking and ticking and ticking and going and going and going, and it just never falters or alters or changes. It just always sounds the same. I'm gonna rev it up for you here. Right? It just doesn't, just perfect. Perfection and everlasting. I like to say that a good, any Toyota, there aren't hardly any Toyotas that have a bad reputation, but any Toyota, it's like I just said about the watch, it's like an Energizer bunny. It just keeps going and going and going and going. I mean, this car is such a baby with 107,000 miles. In my history, I once promoted and marketed a 1999, okay, so 11 years older than this car, with 1999 Toyota Solara, which also had a V6, a little bit smaller than this. It was a 3-liter V6. And it had 375,000 miles, and it ran just as perfect as that does. Just as perfect. The car was incredible. So we all know, and everyone knows, the longevity and the absolute low maintenance and just how wonderful these cars are, but it never isn't true. It's always true. These cars are always just reliable, efficient, low cost of ownership, great low cost of maintenance. I'm going to turn on the headlights because I want you to see the HID headlights with the fog lights. A low cost of ownership, super duper long longevity. This car is a great value. I mean, again, compared to the cost of what it was new, compared to the cost of a new one today. If you want to travel in style, in comfort, and have room, a decent sized trunk, room for your family in the back, I mean, even if you're just a businessman and you want to drive a nice sized car, this is it. And 28 miles to the gallon, it's almost as good as a hybrid of this time period. I really like the back. I like the whole car. I like the style of the car. I mean, I like big cars, but I do. It's simple, but it's graceful, and it's tasteful. This car doesn't even look its age, in my opinion. I think it's a very good looking car, and I think it's just a nice car. And again, it's like my catchphrase, but it's my coined phrase, I should say. But it's a lot of car for the money. It really is. It's hard to see in the daylight, but there's the xenon lights, fog lights. Maybe you can see over here a little better. It's not the same in the daytime as the nighttime, but there they are. So I appreciate all of you taking a look, watching, joining. Thank you. If you have comments, if you have suggestions, if you have feedback, if you have something you want to say, if you don't like the way I do something, feel free, tell me. I don't care. I like doing it. I like your suggestions, your feedback, your comments. If you like it, give a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. If you want to leave a comment, like I said, if you own one, I can't imagine your ownership experience is anything but wonderful. Say so. Say something. Share with others. I like that. I like when my comment section is used as a discussion board. Please share. Thanks for looking. Thanks for joining. Check out my driving video. We're going to do that here soon. All right. And make it a great day, everyone. And we'll see you next time. Okay? Peace. Bye-bye.